Hello, this is Julian with Coffee Reviews, and today we will be celebrating our 800 and potentially 900 subscriber milestone by updating you guys on everything happening with this channel. So let's go ahead and start by addressing the sudden growth this channel has seen, which began a week ago from when this video is being posted, as we were sitting at the 786 subscriber mark, preparing to post our top 10 coffees of 2022 list. We received a shout out from fellow coffee YouTuber Brian Kwan in his own top coffees of 2022 video. And since then, we have seen the channel grow to just under 900 subscribers at the time of recording. So I wanted to thank Brian, everybody that checked out this channel, as well as all of our previous subscribers by actually drinking Brian's favorite coffee of 2022. As right here, we have the Lamastus Estate, the wash processed Panamanian Geisha from Say Coffee that was actually gifted to me a couple of months ago by one of our subscribers, Benjamin. So I also wanted to give a shout out and thank you to Benjamin for this coffee, as it's been sitting in my freezer for the last couple of months waiting on a special occasion. And this feels like just about as special of an occasion as I could imagine. So let's go ahead and give this coffee a shot. And I did want to make a tasting wheel of this coffee. However, I only had 13 grams and I also wanted to give a live first reaction of it. Even though this isn't my first time trying this coffee, I actually tried it around the time it was released at a local coffee shop to determine whether or not I wanted to buy a full box of it. And I didn't enjoy it as much as last year's Panamanian Geisha from Say, the Latte Tumaco, which finished as my second favorite coffee of 2021. But the second impression is a lot better this time around, as it's coming out a little bit more floral forward than I remembered from that first impression. It's definitely past its best. However, I am getting a fair bit of the honeysuckle as well as a slight bit of those fruity pebble-like aspects to it. So definitely a better second impression on this coffee. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the way that this channel works for anybody that might be new around here or anybody that actually does not know how it works. So we post videos every single Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And I was successful at posting a video every single Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday throughout the entirety of 2022. But from this point, we're actually going to post one more video per month, and it's going to be a special video the last Friday of every single month, where we kind of recap the coffees we went through that month, as I've had a lot of requests from people to discuss some of my favorite coffees that we have reviewed from that month. I've also been playing around with the idea of doing a coffee of the month with some of my coffee friends, as I know these reviews are a lot more fun when they include a coffee that you guys have tried as well. So we haven't necessarily given a lot of information about the coffees that we are in the works or process of reviewing. So we're going to play around with the idea of releasing one of those coffees a month, and that way you guys can purchase it as well and give it a shot and kind of compare and contrast it with our own reviews. So let me know what you think of that idea. It's something that I think might be a lot of fun. But there are some other things I did want to discuss, and let's start with our suggestions recommendations list. So again, anybody that's new around here, we have a suggestions recommendations list. It's going to be in a Google Doc down below that you can check out. And the way that that list works is the coffee that had been suggested to us first is at the very top of the list. So Archers, they were suggested to us a very long time ago. We have not reviewed them given that they did not ship to the United States. We'll discuss that here in a second. And then you go down the list, and that goes in order of when they were suggested to us. Now, the way that the list works is we try to get the coffees at the top of the list. Any coffee roaster that has multiple suggestions, we also prioritize a little bit more. And basically, we're working our way through the list. It's just taking a very long time because some of these coffee roasters do not ship to the United States. Archers was an example of that. That's one of two updates I do have, as it looks like they now ship to the United States. The shipping is pretty expensive, so I'm going to be looking through their coffees pretty extensively to determine which coffees I do want to purchase. But Archers, in theory, should happen after being on the list for a couple of years at this point. Lustfauer is the other one I wanted to discuss, as I've been having a couple of back and forth emails with them. And one thing I want to say is we don't ever accept free or discounted coffee. That way we don't taint any of our reviews. So we were just kind of discussing a way that we might be able to get their coffee, but given that there's no sort of shipping cost minimum that would allow us to get the coffee without any shipping fees, we just kind of opted to purchase the coffee when we get around to it at full price. That does include the shipping price, as I definitely didn't want to accept anything at a reduced, discounted, or free price in general. That way we can keep all of our reviews very honest. So both of those things hopefully will be happening soon in a couple of months, but I don't exactly know when that is. I'm going to be looking through all of their coffees and trying to figure that out. If you guys have any other recommendations, suggestions, then feel free to let us know and we will go ahead and put it on that list as well. As the list is ever growing, I don't know when we're going to get to a lot of these, but I'm doing my best. Anytime we do see any of these coffee roasters in store as well, I will immediately purchase them on spot. That way we can get them crossed off our list as well. Now, one more thing I wanted to discuss, and this is brand new, and this was inspired to me by Passenger Coffee, which is one of my favorite coffee roasters in the entire world. So when I was at their coffee shop back in 2022, they had a book of their frozen coffees. And you could actually pick one of the coffees from that book and they would go back, take it out of the freezer, and they would make it for you in the store. And that inspired me to create my own frozen coffees list, as right here I have a lot of these deep metal tins. And I've started putting coffees in these and putting them in the freezer, so that way I have a pretty significant selection of frozen coffees. And a lot of these include coffees I really enjoyed or very interesting special coffees, and that way I wanted to create my own high-end frozen coffees list, and I could pull these coffees out for special videos, something like this, or more milestone videos. That way and have a pretty fun or interesting, unique coffee for those videos as well. So I would suggest checking out that list down below. It's something I've been working on for a couple of months and something I'm really proud of and really excited to see continue to grow here in the future, just like our suggestions, recommendations list. Of course, we're at the end of this video, so I needed to give a thank you to everybody that has checked out this channel, everybody that's contributed, everybody that's subscribed. I really appreciate the community that we've built here. It's actually a very positive coffee community. So I would say we're all kind of seeking the same goal. We're all trying to further what is now specialty coffee, as there are so many of us that actually really enjoy coffee to the extent that we love discussing it. And given that there weren't a whole lot of coffee YouTube channels out there that were actually reviewing coffee, I definitely wanted to be somebody that does that in a very kind of objective and fair manner. So I try to present all of these reviews in as about objective and fair manner as I possibly can, while also providing my own opinions, as we all do have our own preferences on coffees in general. So thank you to everybody that's been around here, everybody that's contributed, and anybody that's new that's checking out this channel, because it's all so greatly appreciated. Also, keep in mind that we are very close now to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and when we hit that 1,000 subscribers, we will be doing our European coffee roaster tier list, which I know is something so many people have been waiting and looking forward to. All right, I'm going to leave this video at that. So one more thank you. And of course, as I always say, if you guys are enjoying the content, give this video a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But this right here has been a 800 or 900 subscriber special. Thank you for watching.